Michael Jeffries here, and I thought today we'd take a look at Eckhart Tolle's The Power of Now. Power of Now was huge in my journey, so to say. And I've noticed that a lot of others have brought up this book as sort of their first glimpse that there was something beyond the obvious. And so I thought, let's take a look. Let's take a look at the power of now. So the title, Power of Now. So where's all the power? When is all the power? Where is all the power? Is there anything else besides the now? And what if we even drop the label now? What is here without a label? So I thought we would start by taking a look at Chapter 7, Portals into the Unmanifested. We're looking at Eckhart Tolle's The Power of Now. Maybe the biggest selling spiritual book of all time. I don't know that for a fact, but it seems like it was super popular. I know I had a meetup group for 12 years, Eckhart Tolle meetup group that I loved. And I used to hold a meeting once a month at Borders Bookstore in Westwood. And we get like 60 people sometimes. I'd play a video of Eckhart and on a big TV set. And then we wheel that off and we'd sit together in silence, and I would usually give a little talk or read something from Eckhart's book. So haven't done this in a while. It feels good to get back into books after, I'd say just before COVID, like around 2020, I somehow one day all my books went in a box and I just couldn't read them anymore. Something here just wanted to see it directly for itself. And now there's just a coming back into mountains being mountains again and rivers being rivers, and such a celebration. So now the books, like orphan children, are coming back, and we're geeking out over each other. Like when I opened the box and dug out this Eckhart book, I've had this feeling of, I missed you guys. So let's take a look at Chapter 7, Portals into the Unmanifested. And I just want to make a comment about Eckhart's use of the word portals, because that used to throw me. Portals sounded like a black hole, a portal to another dimension, that kind of thing. At least that's how it hit me. So now I just like to think of portals as pointers. Just a pointer. Very simple. So let's take a look. Page 112, Power of Now. And we'll look at the subchapter labeled Silence. So the first thing is a question. And the questioner asks Eckhart, Are there any other portals? So for us, or here I would say pointers. Are there any other portals apart from those you just mentioned? And Eckhart says, yes, there are. The unmanifested is not separate from the manifested. And so here, unmanifested and manifested, for me, it was easier to think of unmanifested as emptiness and manifested as form. And so emptiness is form, and form is emptiness. Eckhart says, the unmanifested is not separate from the manifested. It pervades the world, but it is so well disguised that almost everybody misses it completely. If you know where to look, you'll find it everywhere. A portal opens up every moment. Eckhart continues. Do you hear that dog barking in the distance? Or that car passing by? Listen carefully. Can you feel the presence of the unmanifested in that? You can't? Look for it in the silence out of which the sounds come and into which they return. Pay more attention to the silence than to the sounds. Paying attention to the outer silence creates inner silence. The mind becomes still. A portal is opening up. Every sound is born out of silence, dies back into silence. And during its lifespan is surrounded by silence. Silence enables the sound to be. It is an intrinsic but unmanifested part of every sound. Every musical note, every song, every word. The unmanifested is present in this world as silence. This is why it has been said that nothing in this world is so like God as silence. All you have to do is pay attention to it. So I would call that a noticing. And the more you notice the silence, the more you notice the silence. It's beautiful. Even during a conversation, says Eckhart, become conscious of the gaps between the words. The brief silent intervals between sentences. As you do that, the dimension of stillness grows within you. You cannot pay attention to silence without simultaneously becoming still within. Silence without, stillness within.